hello, and welcome back to the village. I'm your girl, Dr. Roz, CEO and founder of the Village Leadership Group, LLC, and I am joined by none other than Coach Williams.
Hey guys.
Now, guys, it's been a while, so we're back and we're ready to relaunch the village. We're stronger, we're bolder than ever. So we're excited because we are relaunching the village, and we're having a mini conference that we're excited about. So we are here to invite you guys to our mini conference on June 1st. If you're in the DMV area, you definitely want to come to our event and help us celebrate the relaunching of the Village Leadership Group LLC. And also, we're going to do some other great things. We're going to have some professional development, some training, some giveaways, some food, prizes, vendors, all the good things. So, again, we're back. The Village Leadership Group. Continue to follow us and join us on Facebook as well. So, Coach Williams, what you been up to, girl?
Lifing. you know,
Exactly.
like you said, we're back better than ever. We've missed you guys. But we've also had some things in the work. So we have been working on ourselves to get better and have more things to offer you guys. So I'm
Exactly.
excited to share and relaunch and go on this journey again with all of our village elders, our partners, our followers, and just all educators. Let's get this thing going.
Yes, yes, yes. So, like Coach Williams said, we've been working on some things behind the scenes. Of course, we have our book, Set Your Team on Fire, the three elements of a professional learning community. But, like she said, we have more services and things that to offer our clients and our partners. So, we definitely want to take our services up a notch. So, we took the time out to sharpen our tools, sharpen the things that we're providing, make it better, right? Level up.
Absolutely. Are you going to
Yeah.
share your other news?
Oh, well, I
Or
mean,
is that
I
going to
guess.
be? I was about to say, don't try to tell the people.
Yes. So, well, Set Your Team on Fire was like a bestseller. And we did it again. So I launched a children's book in honor of my father. It's called My Daddy Taught Me Math. And so we'll be launching my book and doing a book signing during our June 1st event. So that's a little bit about that. But I will tell you more about that later. But today, we want to tell you guys 10 top reasons why teachers should join the Village Collective, our free mini conference that we're having on June 1st in the DMV area. So that's what we want to talk about today. Because, again, we're excited about coming together because this is what the
Absolutely.
Village was initially all about. Providing opportunities for teachers and educators, school leaders to come together and to encourage one another, inspire, to learn from one another. So pandemic happened, COVID came around and shut all of that down. So we transitioned to being online. And so now we're excited to have an opportunity to have our first conference live, right? In person.
I'm
So
excited.
to all of our friends and colleagues and folks who have joined the village over the years can finally come and meet with us face to face and celebrate with us. So we're going to give you
And
10
those
reasons.
who just found out about us.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. So those of you who are tuning in, you definitely want to come to our event to learn more about the Village Leadership Group. Who are we? So that's so important. So again, I'm Dr. Roz. I'm the CEO and founder of the Village, and I'm always joined by Coach Williams, either live in person or behind the scenes. And Coach Williams is a teacher leader. I was a teacher leader for many, many years, and 20 plus years in education. And now I'm an assistant principal in the DMV area. And we are so excited to be coming together to partner with clients and offering you guys coaching services, leadership coaching services, and so many other great resources and trainings. Why? Because again, we're all about teacher leadership and developing teachers as leaders. So, teachers, we want you to come to our free mini conference, and here are the 10 reasons why you should come. We're going to start with number 10.
Okay,
All
let's
right,
kick it off.
Coach Williams, number 10.
Guys, come to this conference. Why? It is free. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back.
They didn't hear you.
It is free. As educators, sometimes money is a little funny, right? But you're going to get this experience and not have to pay for it. A lot of times we're getting professionally developed, taking courses, and those things come with a big price tag, right? However, we want to professionally develop you, give you some tips and tools and resources for what? Free 99.
Yes. So that's good. And I love the fact that, like you said, we're giving this to you because we care about teachers, pouring into teachers and training teachers as leaders. And it's at the end of the school year. This is the perfect time to come and get excited. So, again,
Exactly.
it's free, it's flexible, and it's empowering. So, yeah, you need to come. Number 9, Coach
I feel like
Williams.
we need a buzzer. And
So, you
leave
want to,
with tools
yes.
that you actually use. I can't think of anything better. I know I've gone to
Exactly.
conferences and I'm like, that don't even apply to me. How am I going to use it? How is that beneficial? Or what were you even talking about?
Exactly.
But at our
Exactly.
conference, you're gonna leave with tools you can use.
Awesome. Why? Because they're going to be presented and demonstrated and modeled by actual teachers and teacher leaders and people who are in the classrooms, in the schools.
In the
So many
trenches
times
with
you go to
us.
PDs, right? You go to PDs, and these are consultants who haven't been in the classroom in 50 years, right? And they're telling you about tips and strategies that they used 100 years ago. So no, these
Mhm.
are things we can actually use. So thank you. And I'll share number 8, connect with other purpose-driven educators. Again, it's so difficult sometimes for some teachers when they're on fire, they're excited, or they want to learn, and they're surrounded by teachers on their team who may not be as excited or may not have that same drive, right? And it's like, where can we go where I can be poured into, where I can be inspired? So, I want to connect with like minded individuals. So that's where the village, comes in because, again, we want to connect folks with like minded, purpose driven educators. So come to the village, join the village, come to our mini conference where you can find
Absolutely.
folks who are on fire and driven just
I was
like
just
you.
thinking that. Not a shameless plug, not a shameless plug,
No, no,
but
no, not at all.
people
Not at
that are
all.
on fire like you, being able to one pour into each other. And I always used to say this, steal ideas, swap, some things. Iron sharpens iron. So
Yes,
come with people
definitely,
that's just like you.
definitely. Oof. And number 7, gain confidence in your leadership voice. Ooh, that's so important.
Hit
Listen,
me right here.
yes, I was about to fuss at you. Cause yeah,
Oh
where's the
Lord.
mirror? Like Principal Confele always says, take out that mirror. Because yes, sometimes we feel comfortable in our four walls, and we don't want to rock the boat. But teachers are leaders; they're change agents, and they need to find their voice. So again, gain confidence in that. Step out of your comfort zone, and again, find your leadership voice and use it. Coach Williams, you want to talk
Amen.
about that?
I was going to say there is somebody that may be on this live with us right now that has pushed, I mean, helped me find my leadership voice. And since then, I haven't shut up. But
No, she hasn't.
teachers, we lead our classrooms, right? We are molding young people. Think about how you can take that same tenacity and lead your building, lead your department. Even if you don't have that official title, we have so many skills and things that we can bring to help elevate our school, our district, our nation.
Yes, yes, yes. That's good. That's good. And that brings us to number 6.
Ooh,
Take part
take.
in strength based activities you can use with your students as well.
Mm,
And again, that's really good because sometimes, you get developed and you're like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see how I can use this with my team, but how can I also use some of these strategies with my students? We talk about having a growth mindset, being strength
mhm.
based for adults. But guess what? These same tools and strategies work with our students as well, getting them more engaged, getting them more focused and excited about learning. So it's
Absolutely.
so
Dr. Raj,
important.
you talked about that whole COVID transition, right? So sometimes our students are less eager to really talk in class. So pulling out those skills, how do you do that? What are some activities that you can do to get your students talking and connected and engaged back into the classroom, whether it's this year or next year?
Exactly. All right. And number 5, get strategies for student centered collaboration.
Mm,
So important. Making sure that the work that we're doing is fulfilling and centered on our students. Sometimes you like, I don't want to, collaborate with my team. I don't want to collaborate with admin. But listen, it's all about the students. So we need to make sure that we are student centered, focused on our why. Why are we here? Why are we doing this work? And that's what it's all about, student centered collaboration. Coach
And you
Williams.
know, sometimes when we are working with other adults, right, we can get kind of stuck in a rut and
Mhm.
not get those innovative ideas and juices flowing. But when we are with collective of other like-minded people, people from all different backgrounds, we can really create or look at some really innovative things for our students. Um, and maybe even collaborating with some students, what are their interests? How can we tap into that and bring that into the classroom? What does that even look like? You won't know unless you what? Come on to that conference.
And then number 4,
Oh,
build stronger relationships with your team. So critical. So critical.
can I take that one
Coach
very
Williams,
quick?
talk about it.
So, listen, we all inevitably work with teams in education, right? And sometimes you're thrown into situations where you might not have worked with someone that closely. How do you build that relationship? How do you build that connection? Well, guess what? We're going to talk about that. In order to make your team successful, you have to be able to build that relationship, be able to trust one another, being able to work with and being able to pull those skills. Dr. Roz and I don't have the same skill sets, but we are able to work with each other and kind of really, I would say, vibe off of each other. How do you build that vibe with your team? Come to the conference, we're going to tell you.
Definitely. Now, before we give the last top 3 reasons,
Mm,
I'm going to show the flyer because again, I want to make sure people know what we're talking
yes,
about here. So
that
again,
one.
this is our flyer, the free mini conference for school administrators, district leaders, and teachers. We are inviting you guys to the Village Collective, igniting leaders to finish strong. I know it's June, but in order for us to start strong next school year, we have to finish strong now, right?
Right.
So there are some things that we need to put in place right now for next school year. So we want to finish strong. And so when you come to the workshop, to the mini conference, there's some things we're going to have: workshops, panel discussions by village partners. We'll have different tips and strategies. Again, things that we can do now for next school year. And then
Mhm.
we'll have a book signing as well.
Oh,
Um, leadership strategies, again, to empower teachers as leaders. And then, of course, because we are focusing on strengths coaching and leadership coaching, we're going to talk about that as well. Because again, if you focus on strengths, then you are excited about the work. And we want to set our teams on
absolutely.
fire. So in order to do that, we need to ignite, and make sure that they're ignited, make sure they're joyful and excited about the work. So we're going to focus on their strengths to get them excited. So come to the Village Collective on June 1st. It's in the DMV area. We want you to register. The link will be provided. So click on that link to join us. Okay. So we're sharing the 10 reasons why teachers should attend the Village Collective. And we are on number 3. All right.
Our
Let's
top
go.
three.
Drum roll, please. Number 3. Oops. And I already
Discover
talked
the
about that too.
power of Clifton strengths. Discover the power
Yes.
of it. So, number
So we
four, we
said,
talked about building
yes.
those relationships with your team, right? Well, now we're going
Mm,
to discover the power of those strengths, thinking about leveraging those strengths, thinking about how you can take your strengths and use it and be of assistance and empowered through that. I think about different people at my school now. And you know the person, oh, I got a tech question. I'm gonna go to that person, right? Oh, I got this question. You're gonna go to this person. But what are your strengths? How can you discover how to be empowered through that? How can you take onus of that and share that gift with everyone?
mm. I like how you use the word gift because your strengths
See,
are gifts.
they
See,
are
they are. And if
superpower.
you have those gifts, right, we need those gifts, right? This work is hard, it's challenging. And so when you're leveraging your gifts and your strengths, then you have more joy at work and you can do that work with a smile, even though it's tough, it's
Absolutely.
challenging. But yeah, you can push through it because you're using
Hmm.
your strength. You're not focusing on your weak areas and don't be like, oh my God, I'm not good in these areas. No, you're focusing on your strengths. So therefore you find more joy in the work. So that's really good. I like that. The gifts. All right. And number 2,
Ooh,
learn
learn
to
to
lead.
lead without a title.
Yes. I think
Mm,
we normally say something about that, don't we?
I don't know about that.
What we say? Teacher
Learning,
leadership is a mindset, not
not
a
a
title.
position.
So
But
yeah.
you,
So again, we talk about the power of influence. As teachers, you have influence. So there's
mhm,
so much that you can do in the school setting without having a title of department chair, assistant principal, principal. You still have so much influence over your team, your colleagues, your students, your
right.
parents, in every aspect. You have so much influence. Teachers are leaders. So again, we need to learn how to use those leadership skills to be change agents and to really be the change that you want to see in that school building, that school community as well.
I love that you said that, be the change you want to see. And sometimes we like, ooh, I think they should have done it this way. Don't think about it, do it. Learn to
Exactly.
lead without the title. If you see that there is an area that is lacking in your opinion, do you have a plan for it? Tell your team the plan and act on it. You don't need permission to do things. You are a leader. You have been doing this. So go ahead, lead without that title. Take the initiative. you will never know all the possibilities that will open up, and probably some other joys that you would get out of that. Other people being able to look at you as a leader, other people depending on you. Not only is it a great feeling, but it's going to be able to pour back into your school and your community as well.
Definitely. Awesome. And the number one reason why teachers should join the Village Collective
Oh,
is
you one's up.
reignite your passion for teaching. So,
Mm.
so important. This is, it's June. This is, it will be June at that point.
Mhm.
So again, you will be gone through testing season.
Lord
Teacher
Jesus.
burnout. Teacher burnout is real, and you like, oh my goodness, as the school year's in, like I don't know about the next school year, right? Do I have enough fuel in the tank to even survive June, right? Because this is June
Okay.
1st, and some of us still have several weeks after June 1st to keep going
My
before the
God.
end of the school. So again, let's reignite your passion for teaching. What's your why? There's a reason why you signed up for this, right? It wasn't for the paycheck. Uh, so reignite. Come and be surrounded by other teachers and educators who are excited and passionate about teaching and learning. So come to the conference and be reignited. Um, to your joy and love for teaching. So important. So
Absolutely.
important.
And happiness is contagious, right? I can remember being so excited all those first days of school, my first year of teaching, being excited. We need to reinvigorate ourselves. Like Dr. Ross said, it's winding down. Okay, it's getting real. We have students in the building, the testing, the parent contact, some behaviors that are a little less desirable might be wearing us out. But guess what? Come to the conference. You'll be able to share and lean on other educators that know what you're going through. But we're going to turn that around and reignite our passion, get excited. And even though we're about to end the school year, guess what? We're going to end it with a bang, with that same excitement that we started the school year with.
Yes,
And I just
ma'am.
excited for the vacations.
I'm excited. I'm excited about that too. Uh, but yes, so again, we want you guys to come to the Village Collective, igniting leaders to finish strong. In order to start strong next school year, we need to finish strong now.
Absolutely.
So we're excited. Like we said, the Village is back, stronger than ever. When we didn't, really, abandon ship. We were working behind the scenes, and so now we're excited to have an opportunity to meet with our village partners and those of you who follow us and learning about us and saying, "Ooh, what's the village? What is the village? What is that all about?" Come on out on June 1st, and be surrounded by like-minded individuals to learn, to grow, and be inspired. Right? Um,
Absolutely.
Again, Coach Williams, I want to hear from you because you are a teacher leader. Again, what's some reasons why you are even excited about helping me host this event?
You know what, Dr. Roz, like you said, we had to do some work behind the scenes, and we have been able to connect virtually with a lot of people and been able to do so many things within education. But sometimes being able to connect with people face to face, it gives you another added layer of connectiveness, right? I'm also so excited to get in a space where we can actually share and learn from other like-minded individuals in our respective positions. Now being able to come together, that's that is really what the village was founded about. So being able to see this whole vision come around, I don't want to say full circle because we're not done, but to see this moment, I'm excited. And I know this is our springboard and the next launching point to share with everyone our next steps and the next pieces of where we are taking the village.
Yes. So that's it for us today. Again, we were sharing the top 10 reasons why teachers should join us on June 1st for our first mini conference. For again, school administrators, district leaders, and teachers, join us for the Village Collective Igniting Leaders to Finish Strong on Sunday, June 1st. All right, at 2 p.m. it starts in the DMV area. So again, you want to register today. Again, I'm Dr. Roz, CEO and founder of the Village Leadership Group, and I was joined by
Our niece, Coach Williams, the content supervisor for the leadership group. And we'll be at the conference. Will you?
exactly. See you next time. Bye.